So today we're going to be creating an interactive lesson activity. There's a few different options why you want to make it interactive. Most people will actually say that the best way to teach anything is by having different senses being used. So students not only listen to the teacher giving the information, they can come up and touch and see it visually. So it's a bigger impact on them, and then they're going to be able to retain the information a lot easier and a lot longer. Go and select the next page. So we're going to be creating a hide and reveal activity. I'll show you a few different options we have, and then at the very end I'm going to teach you how to do one. Any questions so far? Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, stop me at any time, and I'll answer your question as soon as I can. So several techniques for revealing the information. First technique is going to be move and reveal. So this is going to be you moving an object to reveal an answer, sort of like how I just did. The second one is going to be order and reveal. This is going to be using something a little bit different. It's called layers. So what we'll be doing is we'll have the background and the text the same color, but then when the contrasting color goes in between the two, the answer is now revealed. And the third one's going to be erase and reveal. So this will be used with digital ink that's on the same background color as the text, or the ink is the same as the background color covering the text, excuse me. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the eraser from the pen tray at the bottom of the board, and we're going to erase to reveal the answer. We'll be removing the digital ink. Next page. So a couple of quick examples I'll show you really quickly of how they can easily be used in an activity. So the first one's going to be move, second order, third erase. And the question is, where is Tutankhamun's tomb? So move and reveal is going to be selecting the box covering the answer, selecting the box that's covering the answer and moving it out of the way. And the answer is revealed. Order is going to be using the layers method. So as I put a contrasting color between the text and the background, the answer does populate and you can see it. And then there's also erase, the third option. So we're going to pick up the eraser from the pen tray, and we're going to go over the area where the answer is going to be. And as you can see, the answer is revealed because we removed the digital ink up on top of it. Any questions? Okay, moving on. Next page. The Hawaiian Islands. We're going to be naming them in this activity right here. And how we're going to be naming them is going to be erasing it. So this is erase. So we'll have the students come up to the board and they can guess what the answer is, and they can erase to reveal. And now we have all the answers shown, and they've used the eraser tool. So that's erase. The next one is going to be using the layers concept. So this is going to be using order with the reveal. So I have a couple of states here, and we're trying to figure out the names of the states. So I grab the magnifying glass, and I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to go over the white area. And as you can see, the name of the state does populate. Now what I've done is I've put the magnifying glass in between California, the state's name, and the background, which is the white, which is the background rectangle, which is white. Which means, as I put it in between both of them, you can now see the name of it without seeing the white rectangle. So we have California, Alabama, Arizona, and Arkansas. So that's going to be a perfect example of using order and reveal with layers. Next slide. Next page. So years in office. This is going to be a basic move and reveal type of activity where the students have maybe an image with with a question up top, and then maybe some clues right beneath the graphics. So for this right here, all you need to do is ask years in office for the president, the name, and all the students need to do is come to the board, select the box covering the dates, and drop them below. So as you can see, we have all the answers hidden behind the box where it was originally being put. And if you want to go to the next page, what you can also do versus kind of doing what I'm doing, which is scrolling down and clicking the next one, what you can also do is use the very top buttons, the left and the right, or they're actually right here on the bottom right hand side. So the bottom right hand or the top left. So I'm going to use my bottom right hand one because it's closer to me. Let's go to the next slide, or next page, excuse me. And we're going to discuss a reason for hide and reveal. Now there are many different options. I have a few key ones up here, but why do you think you want to create a hide and reveal project? Okay, that's a good answer. So we'll go to my next page where I have a few of them up here. So you want to create a hide and reveal activity to do a few different things. Not only are you using it to engage the students more, but it's an extra level of learning. And with the technology that kids have nowadays in their classroom, this is a perfect way to kind of demonstrate that and show them that technology can be used for education as well. So creating a hide and reveal activity, you want to do this for, to me, these are the 4 key points. So you want to create a hide and reveal activity to stimulate thinking among students. You don't want to ask a question and then give the answer right off the bat. You want to allow them some time to think about the answer. We also have increased interactivity. So this is going to be increasing that level of the kids wanting to come up to the board and talking with each other. Control timing of discussion. This is if you want to control the pace of it. You don't want to go too far ahead, for everybody who maybe hasn't been caught up. And then we have collaboration. You want the students talking to each other about it. So let's go ahead and create one. So we're going to recreate from page 6, the years in office. So all you need to do is first go on the right hand side to the gallery option, the gallery tab. We typed in president. It shows your search options. We need to click, or we need to select and move into the page 3 presidents. If they are too big, you can resize them using the resize button on the bottom right hand corner of the image. So that's 1 president. Second president, drag it to the left, resize. Third president, select, move to the left, and resize. Now the next thing is putting the dates under for the terms they were in office. So at the very top in the tool selection area, we're going to select the text option, and on the right hand side we're going to select the 4th tab down, which is the text option tab. So we want to write in black, and we're going to tap below the president to write in the dates. And I'm going to bring up the keyboard by selecting the button on the pen tray. Oops, we're going to type in the dates. And then when you want to move on to the next president, just go and select right under the president's name still, because we are still currently on the text tool. And last one. And we're going to hide our keyboard by just selecting the X in the top right hand corner. We're going to select our cursor tool again because we want to even these up. So we want to make them center right underneath the presidents. And the next tool we're going to be using is our shapes tool. So we're going to click on the shapes tool at the very top of the toolbar, the toolbox selection area. And we want to do a custom rectangle. So I'm going to select the custom rectangle tool. And I'm going to do select solid fill. And I want to have these boxes be black. So then what I do is, now that I selected my options with a finger, all I do is touch and drag to create a box. So touch and drag to create a box. You want to do these right underneath the dates. Oops, we'll undo that. Now we're going to go back to our cursor tool. Move these. Oops. Actually, we'll leave them down here because we need to write the name of the president on them. I'll move this one over. Go back into the text typing tool in the tool selection area. We want to do this in yellow so it's easy to see. We're going to go and select on top of the box where we want to type in. Make sure color is still selected, and then we're going to write the name. So we're going to pull up the keyboard again by selecting the keyboard button on the pen tray, and we're going to start typing in the name. And then next one, make sure our color is selected, just touching inside the box. And then the next box, just tap on top of it because we want to write over it. Oops. So I didn't select the color beforehand, so now I can't see it, but with one finger, if you select the text box, the text inside, and glide over it, I've highlighted it. Now I can all I need to do is select in my text option area the correct color that I want. So we selected yellow. We'll hide our keyboard, and then now what we need to do is group them together so I can, oops, I'm still on my text. Now I want to select the cursor again because I want to start moving things around. As you can see, they're separated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to center them all up so they look, pretty neat. And all you need to do is select and drag over them to highlight them together. Select a drop-down menu, the gray box with the arrow pointing down. Select grouping. Select group, select group, and now it's one object. So I can get this, the box we created, to a group, and now I can cover up the answer. So I'll show you again. Just select and highlight, drop down menu, grouping, group, now it's one. If that's too long for you, or you're maybe in a rush, or you're more advanced in the features you can use, what you can also do is when you highlight them, you can also do a basic shake gesture. Doing the shake gesture will actually group them together. And there we go. Now you have a basic move and reveal activity. President's name, move it for the date. Oops, this one we didn't really do properly. Let's go and bring this down again. Select them, drop down menu, grouping, and group. There we go.